Good morning, happy Wednesday everybody. 67 degrees, 19 degrees Celsius, and it's time to get on a puppy walk with the princess. Princess is gone first, Mateo's under the bed, so. And we are in the 9 o'clock hour already. I'm waiting on Mike's to finish editing photos, so I don't know if I'm going to get to them today or we'll just have to do them at a later time and post them tomorrow, because I can't wait forever for exporting. So. Well, I was able to get Sunday the 10th off. I haven't spoke to her yet, so I'm waiting for that war. It's gonna be. But anyway, it is what it is. So I am going to Watkins Glen. I'm trying to figure out, I'm gonna try to watch some, if anybody has vlogged at Watkins Glen, to get an idea of where I can and can't go, how I can get to different places. I mean, Brian has been there numerous times, so we'll have to wait and see. I mean, like I said, I'd like to try to make my way around the place, but I don't know if that's even possible to kind of roam like that. But because I mean, a road course is a really big. I don't want just one shot all day long. Even if it's, you know, kind of restricted, but he was telling me places, sorry, dog hair in my lens, where he some places he wanted to get to, so hopefully it is something we can do throughout the event. I don't know if you're allowed to move around throughout. Gonna be fully prepared. I'll have both Pockets and the Action and try to figure out how to I don't think a tripod's going to be really a great idea to have with me. I might have like the carbon fiber with me. So I don't even know if I mentioned it. So the other night I did use the carbon fiber K&F Concepts with its original ball head on it for the photography. And I mean, it has some limitations versus having the gear head, but it's also much lighter and much more compact. So we'll see. I fully plan on her coming home, taking my car. It is literally an hour and 33 minutes away from here. Now, granted, barring traffic. So when she comes home, if I was packed and ready to rock and roll, to drop my bags in the car and leave here like 7:30ish, yeah, that would be 9 o'clock in the morning I get there. The race is at 2, so 3.5 hours puts you around 5. I should be able to be home in time for her to have the car to go to work. So that's the game plan for August 10th. The what, bowling at the Glen is what is it? I think something like that is the race. Alrighty, get these guys out for walks and yeah, get this day going. What do you think there, princess? What are you thinking? She's like, well, I was snuggled in bed with mom. Yeah, so Terry got up at like 3 o'clock this morning and did a whole bunch of things. And then she yelled at me around 7:03 after my alarm went off for 8 minutes while it was in my backpack. Because I took the iPad with me last night, thinking I was going to play my game. Instead I did the update on it. Yes, the beta 4 update for iOS 26 came out finally yesterday afternoon. Updated both the iPad and my phone at work. The Mac I did last night and then went to bed, which kind of interrupted me doing anything last night. I'm actually creating Tim his watermark. I gotta get back in there. But I just restarted the computer because since I always like to restart these devices after the updates, because there's always a little glitch and the computer is really acting slow. So I figured, well, let's just shut her down and bring her back up. Oh yeah. So beta 4 update is out and done and whatnot on all devices, including the backup watch. Didn't update it the last time around, but last night I decided to, we'll update them all. Still having a problem with the Ultra charging to 100%. This was a problem I think in the last year with the betas, where the watch gets to a certain point, I just restarted it and that should automatically kick it to get the rest of the way fully charged. So yeah, because of that, I was in bed at like 10:30 last night, and I didn't want to get up this morning. I woke up and said, well, she yelled at me, woke me up. I got the iPad out, turned the alarm off, and laid back down. It's like, oh, I'm tired and I hurt. I'm going back to sleep. So yeah, it's Wednesday, so it's a short staff day, but we do have at least an opening ASM, a mid ASM, and a couple of us. So it should be somewhat okay of a night. Hopefully we can get in and out of there tonight. And then of course off tomorrow. Friday though is kind of a long one because we have our monthly meeting, or quarterly employee meeting. So that's at from 8:30 to 9:30. I'm gonna let her know that too. So she'll be and she's going to work Friday night. So the dogs will probably have to go in their crates for a little bit. Alright, so with the beta update, they have brought back quite a bit more of the liquid glass look from what they had done. Like I was thinking, personally, they were trying to find some of the issues, and by backing the liquid glass look off was one of their ways of figuring out what is causing glitches and power usage. Now, running a beta update, I was at 90% when it restarted the phone. I was at 76 when I got home, and I did play my game during my break. But today will be a much more serious test since it'll be on there all day long. But I'll probably do a complete reboot of the phone again because I don't think I've done that yet. Synchrony app still does not work, so I think that's more on the app developer than it is the iOS. They're not set up for it yet. I mean, back in the day at Walmart, I used to I'd have problems for a bit with the work app not working properly on betas. So with the bring your own device type thing, because they're very leery of, working with the new iOS's in beta form. But eventually they have to start doing something because the software will come out, but shall see. And the Aldi's app acted up pretty good last night too, to see our schedules and stuff. But again, that could just be, the initial startup of everything. So a reboot should clear some things, and then we'll go from there. But the look is back to closer to original when it originally released. Alright, Princess is happy that we're starting to do this trip again. She likes crossing through here. But it gets so mosquito-y through here, especially if we get some rain. They love that dampness. And I get eaten alive, and my legs look like they did last year. They're just totally ripped up again. Now, part of that could be running the trimmer without pants on, and I think I might have hit some poison over at Mac's wife's doing the trim work. But it's slowly getting killed by me trimming it off, I think. Maybe not, I don't know. All right, come on, Princess, we're almost done. I'm gonna do the bottom half. It's really nice and peaceful out here. Just, I wanna get this video exported. Plus then I need to get myself in trouble with the whole race situation yet this morning. Cause, yeah, the longer it's known I'm going, the more time she can be mad at me. Alright, well this here is the land time for Under the Bed Mateo. We're finally out for his walk. It's getting a little bit warmer out. Neighbor said tomorrow's supposed to be in the 90s. I don't know what today is, still supposed to be in the 80s, I think. But photos are edited. And the vlog is not exporting, it's rendering right now. Because I don't know if anybody noticed, but remade the logo. Well, I didn't really remake it. I changed the inner color to that blue I was talking about some weeks ago that I saw when I was flipping through to do the drone logo. So I might actually need to update those logos here in the future as well to that blue, just to kind of keep it all together. But I had to recut it and put the YouTube logo back in. And for some reason this time, well, I can't cut it with the Apple Photos app because it recognizes text too well now, and it won't let you cut letters. So I have to use the photo layers app that I have had for decades now. That goes back all the way to the beginning of the videos, if not even longer than that. Which way are we going, bud? We're gonna go this way? We're gonna take a reverse lap. We're gonna take a NASCAR lap. We're gonna turn left turns instead of right turns. Oh, well, since Priya went down, I'll take him up, I guess. That'll work. Oh, yeah, we get to see everything today. But yeah, so it was kind of stupid to try to overlap them because there is a slight difference. And I don't know what's going on there. I'm not really worried about it. So fresh logo with blue instead of the red or whatever color I used before that I can't find. But I even included the iPhone photos, and I think all of them are from the Project Indigo app. I did kind of pull that out the last couple days and I've been playing around with it to see. I tried the night photo thing, and it's really weird because it would only give me like a 1 second shot. It wouldn't give me like the 30. But apparently it will snap multiple photos. I got to figure that out. I got to look in how to do night photos with it because there is a night mode on it. Just it's not as easy to use as the stock app. So my brain is really going berserk here, thinking, how in the world am I going to make a vlog at a NASCAR road course? You know, obviously the biggest question is, where can I go? What kind of freedom am I going to have? Am I going to be able to get multiple locations at the track? But then it's like, okay, so if I am able to move around, I'm going to take the RX-10 so I can take some photography try to get the cars. I'd like to get pictures of the entire field on track. So I need a spot that's no fencing to get in my way. This is the fun part with live events. I mean, I can sit here and plan, but I've never even been to Watkins Glen Speedway because we've only done the falls and we did Seneca Lake, but I've never gone out the correct road to go to the racetrack. So I have no clue what I'm getting myself into. I would love to be able to get a panoramic or global drone shot, but I'll probably end up going to jail if I try that crap. Unless I can try it from the parking lot. If I can get some sort of permission to get it from the parking lot. I'd never attempt to get close to the track. I mean, I want to be further back so I can try to capture the whole thing anyway. I'm thinking, maybe you guys can help me out here, if I can get one of the Action hats with the mount on it and just put the Action 5 on my head and have the remote on my wrist or something and be able to run that. I have 4 batteries, so it should be able to get me through the entire day. And if I want to get any action shots, I can either use the Pocket 3s or even the iPhone to try to zoom in a little bit. So, but if you guys have ever been there or have ever done actual like bigger than dirt track racing, let me know what to expect and kind of try to give me an idea of what equipment, because obviously the K&F Concept bag is going. That'll be with me all day long, so I can carry the Sony, have all the batteries, the mics and everything. So I'm thinking it's a 90 lap race. If they start, well, 2 o'clock is race time, so 2:30. By 5:30, 3 hours, 5:30, 6 o'clock, it should be over. It seems like a late start for an East Coast race, to be honest with you. And I should have, if it's an hour and a half trip, barring traffic, I should be able to be home before 9 o'clock so that she can take the car to work. But yeah, my brain is just gone. I'm sitting here going, some sort of, it's like, because I had like this shoulder mount, and I think if I put it in horizon balance so that no matter what my head is doing, if I'm taking photos or whatnot, it's a steady shot the entire day. I just think that's, in a daylight race, I think that's, and if it rains, that camera's waterproof because they'll run a road course in rain. So, yeah. A lot of little things going through my head right now. I'm going to have to look and see if I can't find one of those Action mount hats on Amazon or something that's relatively inexpensive. Alright, here we go. So I looked at the schedule a little closer right before work here, and I'll basically be on register for half my shift before I can even start doing my job. Unless the other LSA stays on register. If not, any words of wisdom, guys? I mean, I struggle very hard with just the stupidity of work. I can't let it go, and I need some exercises to let it go. I've been actually doing my breathing exercises with the, well, I need to start doing them with the Apple Watch. At least I have walk-ins going to look forward to. So I've done some research, and with general admission, you can walk around quite extensively during the race. There is an actual video of a drone flight over the track. No event going on at the time, but it shows the fence perimeter on both sides, especially coming up out of the S's. I think I should be able to navigate my way around pretty decently, I'm hoping. We'll see. I mean, as like I said, live sporting event. I'm expecting a 50, 60,000 step day easily, because that track is pretty big. And should be able to, timing works out right, I should be there in the 9 o'clock hour at point of it. As long as I'm packed, ready to rock and roll the minute she gets home. I already have the dogs walked and fed, and get myself out of the house. So it gives me like a if I get there at 9, it's like 5 hours, but a little over 4 hours of pre-race time to figure out how to navigate where I want to go, whether I can or can't. So I'm I'm doing as much mental planning as I can ahead of time, so when I get there I can, put it to physical action. I'm excited. She's pissed. Story of my life, but we'll move on. So, off to work. Good evening, everybody. It has gotten ucky out. It is sticky. Blue skies, though, so temperature might drop down with no cloud cover tonight. So, one of the many tricks I learned from my chief weatherman, Mr. Baker. But that's what I was kind of getting at right there. Of course, there's a big house in the way. Alrighty, we're getting out of here at a reasonable time tonight. I can't believe it. As much as I was furious on my way in, and right up until it all comes down to the ASM that busts his ass to make sure we're going to have a good night. And we did. So, kudos to him. This is all him tonight. No lying there. But, yeah, so I'm off tomorrow. I thought I closed Friday. No, I am 9 to 2:15. And then I have to go back in 8:30 to 9:30 for the meeting. And Terry's working that night. They begged and begged and begged her to work that night. So, I don't know if they put her on the schedule or not. It'd be a real big mistake if they didn't. I'd tell her, hey, if they didn't put you on the schedule, don't go. Take a quick gander at this. You can almost guess that there might be a flight tonight. I know, it's the same thing every night, but it's a little bit different. The sky's never the same. Yeah, this time I think I'm just gonna not fly, because there's not a whole lot color-wise going on. We're just gonna call it a night after this puppy walk. Zoom back, get some puppies, and get a walk. Alright, one neighbor was getting out of his car. I wanted to make sure they got by without being dopies, because they'll charge people, even though they have no intention of getting petted. So, alrighty guys, so I am going to call it a night. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good night and stay safe. Well, hello dear, how are you tonight? Just hanging out in the backyard. It's like, are you watching me? Yes, we are. You're going on YouTube, buddy.